Miss Thorne?
This official detective story began with a tragedy at Miss Greenville's Academy, an exclusive school for girls in a suburb of Los Angeles. For the first time in the 30 years of its existence, the Academy found itself suddenly in the headlines instead of on the society page. Vera Thorne, a teacher at the school, had been brutally and wantonly murdered, and her body was discovered the next morning by a horrified and unsuspecting student.
Ethel. She asked me to wake her up so we could play a set of tennis before breakfast.
Was the door to Miss Thorne's room open?
No, sir. I rapped lightly several times so as not to disturb anyone else. And when she didn't answer, I opened the door. Miss Greenville, I feel sick.
Lieutenant, may she go now?
Well,
There's something I have to tell you.
all right, Ethel. Will you be here for the rest of the weekend?
Yes, sir.
The girls from out of town and all those who are behind in their studies always remain at the academy over the weekend.
Now, there was something about Miss Thorne?
No, about a prowler.
Here? Last night?
Won't you sit down, Lieutenant Evanson? It was past midnight. One of the girls, Sally Beechwood, called the watchman. She said there'd been a prowler in her room. Then, that's the watchman awakened me. Lieutenant, we looked everywhere, even the basement.
But you didn't call the police.
Why, no. We have a curfew. After 10 o'clock, no one can get in or out of the building without then unlocking the front door from the inside. And all the other doors, including the service entrance, are bolted. All the second-story windows are barred with iron grill or heavy wire screens.
How did he get in?
I can't imagine. Sally, she's been having emotional problems, and I thought it was a figment of her imagination. Nightmare.
This watchman, Miss Greenville.
Ben Ferguson. Ben is older than I, Lieutenant. He's been with me since the day I opened the academy 30 years ago.
We'll be finished upstairs in a couple of minutes, Stan. This teacher, she was quite an athlete, wasn't she?
Oh, yes. Although she taught Spanish and French, she also coached the girls in tennis and golf.
She put up quite a struggle.
I'm sorry, Miss Greenville. I know it isn't pleasant, but there are some facts that we must face. Others we have to ascertain.
Such as?
Whether she had any enemies?
I know. She was the friendliest person in the world. There was nothing she wouldn't do.
Was she in some sort of trouble?
I wouldn't call it trouble. She did tell me about a man owing her some money.
Do you know who it was?
No, I don't. She asked my advice about hiring a lawyer. She was very thoughtful.
How was that?
She was afraid the publicity might reflect on the academy.
Did she hire a lawyer?
I really can't say. I left the decision up to her.
We'll be upstairs a few minutes.
You won't want me.
No. You stay here. I would like a list of your employees at the academy and their descriptions.
I'll make one up right away.
Thank you.
Lieutenant, looks as though he unlocked the screen and made his escape by jumping onto the roof of the laundry room.
Getting out was easy. But with all the precautions they take here, how do you figure he got in?
Well, we checked thoroughly, Lieutenant. Wish I knew.
These the weapons used in the murder?
Yes, both of them. Whoever used them must have had a lot of power. Look at them.
And whoever did it must have got blood on himself or on his clothes.
I'm sure of it.
We'll go down to the station and send out some broadcasts as soon as we've looked the room over again.
Okay. See you downtown.
What Miss Greenville said about a man owing the victim some money.
That's what I'm looking for, too. Here it is. Promissory note for $500.
Whose name's on it?
Two. One's a co-signer. David Watson, Alan Cobb.
Lieutenant Evanson, Lieutenant Franklin, this is Sally Beechwood.
Hello, Sally.
Sally's the girl who saw the prowler in her room.
Can you describe him?
No, sir. His back was to me. All I could see was his T-shirt.
And then he wasn't wearing a coat.
No, sir. Do you mind if I sit down?
Please do.
Sally, are you sure it wasn't a nightmare?
Now I am.
Is that a conclusion? Because of what happened to Miss Thorne?
No, sir. There's some money missing from my purse. $8.
That never happened before.
Why didn't you call for help?
Well, I was so scared I couldn't if I'd wanted to.
Where are you from, Sally?
Beverly Hills.
I thought local students went home for the weekends.
Well, Sally was having trouble with her Spanish. Miss Thorne revoked her weekend privileges so she could...
I didn't kill her.
I didn't say you did.
But you think I did. You think I made up that story about the prowler and the stolen money so it would look like someone else killed her. Didn't like Miss Thornton, but I didn't hate her and I didn't kill her.
You have that list of employees, Miss Greenville. I'd like to speak to the night watchman.
He leaves at 6 o'clock in the morning after the kitchen help get here.
Is his name and house phone number on this list?
Yes. Lieutenant, you don't really think that...
No, Miss Greenville. However, at this time, everyone's under suspicion.
I understand. Thank you.
Excuse me. Is there a manager here?
No, a real estate company handles these apartments.
But there are no vacancies, I can tell you that.
Do you know a couple of tenants named Watson and Cobb?
Sure, who wants to know?
Police.
I'm Cobb. What's up?
Alan Cobb?
Right.
And you're David Watson.
We'd like to ask you a few questions. We were wondering if you'd come downtown with us.
We're just going to the beach.
This is very important. It concerns someone you know.
You sure you mean us?
I'm sure. Do you mind if we go upstairs and look around first before going downtown?
No, I guess not. Come on ahead.
David Watson and Alan Cobb voluntarily submitted to being fingerprinted after allowing the officers to search their room thoroughly. David Watson also revealed he went to college in Delaware with the victim and that he had borrowed the $500 from her in order to buy a sailboat. They both expressed regret at Miss Thorne's death, but steadfastly insisted they had not seen the teacher for more than a month. Due to the lab results and the subsequent interrogation, Cobb and Watson were released. And Ben Ferguson, the Academy watchman, was called in for questioning. Ferguson gave a detailed account of the mysterious prowler who couldn't be found. A check of Ferguson's background proved flawless. And after talking with him, Lieutenant Everson was satisfied that the watchman was not involved in the murder.
We've got a lead. The maid at the academy. Her husband's got quite a record.
Assault, robbery, burglary, larceny, and arson. Homicide, Evan. Righto. See if you can pick him up and meet me at the crime lab.
Right.
Too many smudges to lift prints from either of these.
What about the prints from that wire screen?
Just the thumb and forefinger.
Not enough for identification.
No, sir. But I sent them down to the identification lab anyhow.
And the autopsy report?
Here it is. Listen to this. The pressed fractures of the frontal, temporal, and parietal bones were inflicted in such a manner as to indicate the slayer was left-handed. And here's something. Miss Thorne's bloodstains were found only on the golf club.
Not on the tennis racket?
No, that was another type blood.
That would indicate the murderer has some kind of wounds.
Probably. She must have defended herself with the racket while he was hitting her with the golf club.
Have the radio cars check the cleaning establishments in their districts for anyone leaving blood-stained clothes.
Okay, Stan.
Thanks, friend.
All patrol cars throughout Los Angeles checked every cleaning and dyeing establishment for blood-stained clothes. Officer Jack Offler of the Hollywood precinct made a routine stop at the Chief's Cleaners and Dyers.
How's Officer?
He's pretty serious. But he's got a fighting chance.
It's Mr. Stewart. He owns the cleaning shop that was robbed. Mr. Stewart, this is Lieutenant Everson.
Exactly what happened, Mr. Stewart?
This man, I never saw him before, comes in and asks for a suit of clothes for Tom Nicholson.
Go on, Mr. Stewart.
Well, when I turned to look for the suit of clothes, he hit me on the back of the head. Took all the money I had, every last cent.
Can you describe him?
Well, he was about 35, 36 years old. I suppose about 5'8" or 9 inches tall, weighed about 145 or 50 pounds. Oh, yes, he had on a blue coat and gray pair of pants.
Did anyone bring in a blood-stained suit to your place to be cleaned?
No, sir, not that I recall.
Well, thank you, sir. You take care of yourself. We'll be talking to you. Homicide, Lieutenant Franklin. Right? Got it. Mr. Nielsen lives at 2211 Poplar Drive, about 3 blocks from the Chief's cleaning shop.
First name Tom?
Gene. But it's worth a try.
Let's stop by the record bureau. See if they have any mugs or records on this Nielsen. We're police officers. May we come in?
Yes, of course.
This is Lieutenant Franklin. I'm Lieutenant Evanson. Are you Mrs. Nielsen?
That's right.
Where's Mr. Nielsen?
Mexico. Let's see. The last time I heard from him was about 2 months ago. Fishing. Imagine. Going all the way down there just for that.
Mind if we look around?
Help yourself. The dressing room and bath are in there.
Excuse me.
Would you describe your husband, Mrs. Nielsen?
He's a little guy. Short, that is. But he weighs about 200 pounds. What's the beef? Fishing without a license?
Oh, we want to ask him a few questions. How old did you say he was?
I didn't. But he's 40 if he's a day.
I told you he wasn't here.
I'm sorry we troubled you.
Thank you for your cooperation.
Next time I write to my husband, I'll tell him he had visitors.
You do that.
You sure they beat it?
Do you think I'd come and get you if I hadn't seen him drive away?
All right, I'll get my bag and get out of here.
Well, where will you go?
Any place. Mexico.
That's a laugh.
Well, what's so funny?
Well, that's where I told him you went. Mexico. Fishing.
You'll be able to describe your husband next time, Mrs. Nielsen. I'll send you a picture of him from the mug file.
There were two more disheartening setbacks in the Vera Thorne murder when it was proved that Jean Nielsen's crime had nothing to do with the events at the school. And although Harry Wells, the ex-criminal husband of a maid at Mrs. Greenville's academy, had a long police record, his actions for the previous 24 hours were accounted for. Furthermore, he was right-handed. Every lead was futile until on Monday morning, Sergeant Harvey Simmons made a startling discovery in the Identification Bureau.
Better take a look at these fellows. That's the forefinger and thumbprint taken from Vera Thorne's window screen.
Only 3 fingerprints here.
Yes, sir. Remember that nurse assault case about a half a year ago?
You remember, she left the hospital at midnight and this fellow was hiding in the car.
Oh, yeah. Made her drive out to Griffith Park. These 3 fingerprints come from her car?
That's right, Lieutenant. Not enough to be classified. But those and those are a perfect match. They make one complete hand.
Did you run these through your files yet?
Yes, sir. An identical set turned up among the juvenile offenders.
Wesley Miller, now 20. 2 years in reform school on robbery charges.
I'll check probation, find out where he lives. Have someone pick up that nurse who was robbed. I want to see her and the Beechwood girl in my office.
Right.
I'll hold on to these. Please, ma'am. I'm Lieutenant Evanson. This is Lieutenant Franklin.
Oh, everything's been taken care of, thanks anyway.
What's been taken care of?
That car parked in my driveway. The police sent a truck and towed it away.
No, we came about something else, ma'am. Understand Wesley Miller boards here.
Oh, yes, nicest boy you ever did meet, like one of the family. Oh, I know. He put in a couple of years at reform school, but he learned a good trade, watchmaking. He straightened himself out. Nothing the matter with that boy.
Is he here now?
No, but he will be any minute. Wes works in a jewelry store around the corner, comes home for lunch. Say, what's all this about?
We'll ask the questions if you don't mind, Mrs.
Chatham. I'm a widow. I've run this boarding house for more than 10 years without any trouble.
Mrs. Chatham, do you happen to know where Wesley Miller was on Friday night?
I certainly do. He took me and my daughter to a drive-in movie, got home around 11 o'clock, went right to bed.
Did he leave the house after that?
I don't see why.
The point is, Mrs. Chatham, could he have left his room and the house without your knowing it?
Well, he could have. Why'd you ask him yourself? Here he comes now.
Well, Miss Jenner.
Wes, these men here are police officers.
Well, I've been off probation more than a year.
They've been asking me all sorts of questions.
Well, what would you like to know?
Where did you get those welts on your forehead, for instance?
Oh, I went down to the cellar the other morning. I bumped my head right on a beam.
What morning was that?
About 3 days, last Saturday, I think.
That's right, officer. He keeps a lot of books down in the basement.
Well, did you see him Saturday morning before he went to the cellar?
Well, no, not exactly. But when he came to breakfast, those bumps were there.
If there's anything else I can do for you.
There is. You can come down to headquarters.
Well, I don't see why, but, well, you say so.
We say so.
Previous suspects in the case voluntarily agreed to appear in the police lineup with Wesley Miller. Sally Beechwood, who had seen only the back of a prowler in her room at Miss Greenville's academy, could not positively identify any of the suspects. Betty Andrews, the nurse, positively identified Wesley Miller as the man who had robbed and beaten her.
The nurse identified you, Miller. Your fingerprints are in her car.
Okay, so I robbed a nurse. But I didn't kill that other dame, and you're not going to make me the patsy.
Will you sign a statement to the effect that you did rob Betty Andrews?
She the nurse?
Left-handed, aren't you?
Yeah, I'm a southpaw. What? Is there a law against it?
One of the T-shirts we brought from Miller's room. He'd evidently tried to bleach it out, but the spectroscope showed that there was blood on it. It's the same blood type as Miss Thorne's.
Thanks, Fred. Well, we know that Miss Thorne was killed by a left-handed man. Her bloodstains are on your T-shirt. Your forefinger and thumbprints on her window screen. Now, do you want to tell us about it?
So much to tell. It was her own fault. When she woke up, I warned her not to scream. She hit me with a tennis racket. So I grabbed a golf club and I let her have it. What else could I do?
One more question, Miller.
Ask a million for all I care.
How did you get in Miss Greenville's academy?
Reform school, finishing school. People just don't like being locked in. There's always a way out. Mostly through a window that's been left unlatched.
You mean you found an unlatched window?
And the laundry room. I guess the girls used it to sneak out after curfew. What'd she have to holler for? I told her. All I wanted was her money.
Come on.
In the face of overwhelming evidence, Wesley Miller was indicted and held for trial in Superior Court. He was convicted on a charge of first-degree murder and is now awaiting execution in the death row at San Quentin. Gene Nielsen, the armed robber who shot a police officer, escaped from the county jail while awaiting trial. He was subsequently found in a freight yard while attempting to board a train and was killed in a gunfight with detectives. Next week, we'll bring you another dramatic and actual crime story from the files of Official Detective Magazine.